Ooh, it's like a whole bunch to choose from. Hi, I am Claire. I am a freelance illustrator and assistant designer at local comics publisher Difference Engine. Like most people, I feel like my current art style is more an amalgamation of a lot of the media that I've consumed growing up since I was a kid. Like I used to read a lot of comics and manga and like watched a lot of animated TV shows as well. So I felt like it kind of introduced me to like a very broad range of like styles from a young age. But I think more importantly, it kind of, I guess, introduced me to the idea of using art as a form of visual storytelling, using it as a means of showcasing emotion or certain experiences that are sometimes quite hard to put into words. Yeah. I think I was mainly quite inspired by like all the nature that can be found at Sentosa. So be it like even the beaches or like the nature trails at Fort Siloso, or even just the sea aquarium. Cause like for me personally, I'm still working from home. So in general, like the amount of nature I'm exposed to on a weekly basis is like the houseplants on my windowsill, like that's it. And so like being able to kind of re-immerse myself in nature like while we were exploring Sentosa to get inspiration for this particular piece, it kind of was like a breath of fresh air to my own work. I felt like being able to observe all these animals and plants up close again and like seeing how they're designed in nature in that sense, yeah. To describe my artwork a bit first, it's mainly a central figure that is immersed in water and she's kind of surrounded by quite a lot of the flora and fauna that can be found at Sentosa. And all of those are variables that change from piece to piece. So, for example, how the figure interacts with the flora and fauna, the colors of the piece as well, and all of this changes the mood and like the feelings that is invoked by each piece as well. And so I felt like in that sense, similarly with experiences at Sentosa, right? Like you can visit the same place over and over again, but each time there's always something new that you can discover or like rediscover again. Alright, so actually this is my very first project working with NFT as like a format, and like I felt like it was actually quite an interesting challenge. Like I felt that NFT, because there's so many variables that you can actually have different options to choose from, and like you can each element there are like multiple things that can be swapped out and changed. And so I felt like it was in a way kind of putting the control of your piece a bit in the hands of your audience, where they get to kind of choose what they felt was the best version of your piece. And so I thought that was quite an interesting idea as well, and like being able to talk about Sentosa using NFT was like something I'm quite grateful for also, because at least there's quite a lot to talk about and I was able to come up with an idea that could suitably use that medium as well. Yeah. Champagne or chai? I would say champagne. Just because I feel like champagne is very celebratory, and so every time I have champagne, it's always something fun's going to happen. So like that's why I would pick that. Like chai is very comforting. I had a colleague that actually made one what she called authentic chai for me. Yeah, and she was like, don't call it chai tea. I was like, yes, I know it's tea. But yeah, like it's comforting for a chai, but champagne is fun, and so that's why I go with champagne. Minting begins today.